why you don't go backward? Why it's like 90 degrees?
So you're asking me why don't I go further back instead of
Yes.
starting at 90 degrees? Well, at 90 degrees, that's actually where you're going to get more the actual muscle being active. Why
Okay.
do I need to go all the way back?
Stretching.
Why do I need to stretch like that? I can stretch in between sets.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, when you do that, what's going to happen at the very end of the set? You're going to swing it
swing
back.
it back. Yeah.
Why should I have to do that?
So you start 90.
So I like starting 90.
Okay.
I would prefer starting 90 degrees at every type of exercise. It's actually been scientifically proven on a lot of different, like you go on Google, talk about 90-degree training systems. I've noticed less injury from that. And I already know that when I start here, this is something I can do on my own.
Okay.
But when it's further back,
You're gonna need help.
I'm going to need help. And I train by myself 99% of the time. And I've also noticed that I tend to get a little bit more pain in my shoulder
Oh yeah.
from being so far back. If I'm further back like this, what am I training? It's not up until I get right here where I start feeling muscular engagement.
Yeah.
So why don't I just start here?
So I have a question about that because you do this with the machine. What about
Yes.
the dumbbells?
Now the dumbbells are a little different. Because dumbbells are also here, but you are feeling a stretch right here. But you can't go you can't go with dumbbells. You can't go further back like
Yeah.
you can on a machine.
Yes, the machine is
So
better.
why not just simulate the 90-degree system with that? Now, what I will say, if you're on a bench, you're here, all you would have to do, instead of trying to force your shoulders back, just force your elbows back
Oh yeah.
and then come here, like this.
So you're not stretching your arm.
Yeah.
You
I
just
can
bend
stretch-
your
I can
elbows
stretch-
and
I
use.
can stretch my arm in between sets if I want.
Okay. So that's it.
As long as you're getting full range, that's truly what I believe is important. Is just
As
get
well.
full range and getting that muscle engagement.
Yeah, I see people when they do even bench press, they go all the way backward and then push it.
Maybe on a seated chest press,
Yeah.
maybe. But I still feel like when it gets this far back, what am I doing here? There's nothing here until it gets right about 90.
Yes.
Right when it hits 90, I feel it engaged. Why not just start here and have constant tension on the muscle?
Okay.
Why not just start
So
here?
you're
This is
the-
90.
Yeah. So you need
This
to
is
go
not
back.
90. Why
Yeah.
go further back?
I feel when you go back, you work in the real Dalton tracks more than.
And you're probably hurting yourself
Oh, yeah.
over time.
Yep.
So just my observation, just my experience.
Yeah.
I think I did okay.
And this is
I think you
actually
did all right.
maybe.
You did okay.
Yeah, maybe. But here is the question. That's what I'm asking because most of the people, when you look at it in the training, they do like crazy stuff, and you don't know if this real or not because big guys.
Right.
But-
so I think also, I always say this: let your proof be in your performance. Look, if a guy is doing it different than me and he's putting on a lot of size, good, fine, go for it. But tell me if you ever gotten injured doing that. So it's like some people, they believe that going ass to grass on squats is better than going 90 degrees. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think 90 degrees is enough. Some people may disagree. But what about those people that have bad knees?
Yeah.
They can't go ass to grass. They can go 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's just, you try it out, you figure it out.
Is it like a different mentality, or this is like
I think it's
people
their own
doesn't-
mentality. I think it's their own mentality. They go by what they see and maybe what they heard.
oh, okay.
They go by maybe, oh wow, I see that big guy over there. He's doing it this way.
Yeah.
Let me try that. But, and I don't have a degree in like exercise physiology or anything like that. But what I do know is that when I go further back, I don't feel anything that has to do with the muscle, and I want to focus on the muscle. I can go stretch later. I don't need to go back here to go do this. I need to come right here, a little bit less than 90 then.
Yeah.
Just enough to say, okay, now I can come right here. But what if I get stuck here? It's finished.
Okay, yeah, you
But
can.
right here at 90, I think I can get a little bit more.
You clip
A little bit more. A little bit of push. Otherwise, imagine if you're doing free weights on a hard and you're right here.
You know why I ask you that questions? Because the people, they don't believe, like they just believe what they see in the media.
Exactly.
But when they hear from
Maybe from someone like myself.
someone like you,
Trust
it's
me,
an Olympic champion.
But you know what's funny? Like, I'll give out these tips and people still won't listen. So
people doesn't
it is
want to
what it
listen. They
is.
don't want to learn.
Exactly. So that's why I say try it your way, try it my way for a little bit, and you decide.
Yeah.
But it does take time in figuring out their own recipe for success, and I just think you got to focus on a couple things. Number one, am I getting true muscular development? Number two, am I actually putting myself at danger?
Yeah.
If I put myself at danger, I don't want to do that. I don't want danger. I want to do this for a very, very, very long time.
Long time.
So we know plenty of people that got big and got hurt. Why
Yeah,
did they get
and-
injured?
yeah.
Because maybe they were doing something very stupid years before.
Yeah.
Years before. It's just like a car. You know, you rev the engine too hard. Yeah, it sounds good and this and that, but over time,
over time it's gone.
something breaks.
Yeah.
Over time, something breaks. So it's just something that to be mindful of.
Yeah. I'm so happy to get some information from you because the people want to hear that.
Yeah.
I want the people to hear that. We don't need just bullshit. It's like you go to the media, you go to TikTok and all this stuff. Oh, I find this in a TikTok. They say that. I don't care.
I think the problem with the social media that we were talking about earlier is there's so much information out there. Is it really valuable information? Or is it just entertainment? We see more entertainment than actual information that is worked at a high level. And even the bro science guys, like, how many times have you implemented that to go win something? That's like if you're investing in your body with your theory, has it produced a yield? No different than if I were playing the stock market. If I use your methodology, did it produce a yield? If not, then it's just BS.
Yeah.
And it should work for everyone, not just for one person. And keep them at high risk. The way I train is for very low risk
No risk.
because I train by myself. If I got hurt, who's going to help me? Nobody.
I'll be here. I'll be here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, right here, you know?